I got banned from the most popular dating app in the world. Yes, it happened, guys. One day I logged into Tinder and this screen popped up. What the hell? Now, what I did and what most of you likely did if you got banned was I Googled what to do when you get banned on Tinder. And then I found a page that looks like this that links to their support team. So I filled out a form and a request. And I basically asked them, hey, maybe this is an error. I'm not sure what happened. And this is their reply. Hi, thanks for writing in. Please understand that if your account has been banned for violating our terms of use or community guidelines. I don't even think that's grammatically correct. The safety of our community is a top priority, and we take violations of our policies very seriously. Your account will remain banned on Tinder and you will not be able to create a new Tinder profile using your Facebook account and/or phone number. Now, I followed up on this email with their support team, and I'll show you later in the video what their responses are. But at this point, right, I got the first email back and I was starting to think, what could be the reason that I was banned? I want to share my hypothesis with you because some of you might be thinking the same thing. And this might help you figure out whether there was a legitimate reason or not. I'm using the same pictures on Tinder as I did on my other dating apps. There's no nudity, there's no inappropriate stuff, it's just me. And then the second thing I was thinking of, wait, maybe it was the messages that I sent. And the only thing I can think of that would be even close would be, you know those profiles you see of girls and sometimes they're like from a different angle or there's that profile where you can't really see anything but her face, or sometimes you see her body but not her face, and I don't know what she looks like. And then these profiles will be like, hey, thanks for matching with me. I couldn't get an idea of actually who you are from your pictures. Do you have any social media? And maybe one of them got upset and reported me. I do remember one girl who had only 2 or 3 pictures. She was pushing for a date and I'm like, do you have social media? She's like, I don't want to give it to you, but I'd rather meet. And then I remember saying something like, I'm sorry, I'm just not comfortable with that. Maybe she reported me because I didn't want to go on a date with her without knowing what she really looked like. That's possible. The third reason I could think of maybe is that I use the opener sometimes. I'll say press 1 for funny joke or 2 for dirty joke. And then my dirty jokes, I haven't even gotten to deliver one on Tinder yet, so there's no reason, but it's pretty tame. It's what did the water say to the boat? And the PG version is nothing, it just waved. And the non-PG version is, well, whatever he said, he definitely got her wet. Another one of my go-to jokes, pretty lame, it's a dirty dad joke, but it's like, what did the toaster say to the bread? I want you inside me. It's my sense of humor, and so for me, it's like a way to qualify the girl to see if she gets my sense of humor and if we be a good match, at least in terms of jokes. Other than that, most of my messages were pretty polite banter. It never gets to the point where I think it's an inflammatory or put someone down. It's always in jest, and I think most of the people that I interact with feel that way. Another reason I thought of later on, the fourth reason is people might think I'm a catfish because a lot of my pictures, actually 2 or 3 of them came from modeling. Since I've been back in Taiwan, I've had a lot of girls ask me, is it a real profile? Are you a real person? I can't believe you're real. They even ask me like, are you Asian? Like, are your parents Asian? Are you mixed? I get a lot of those messages. So maybe people reported me because they think that my profile is not real. So then I took a look at their TOS and their community guidelines, which I'm sure that I didn't break any of the community guidelines. But before that, I went on Reddit. And one of the things I want to mention is that if you get banned, right, they actually don't refund you. You actually have to cancel your credit card to not have it renew again. It's pretty unethical actually, right? Because if they're gonna ban you without telling a reason and they charge you anyway, that's pretty uncool. I also found out Match Group owns Tinder, OkCupid, Hinge. I'm pretty sure that I haven't been banned on Hinge yet. But then it's like, if your profile is banned, does that mean you get banned from all the dating sites? So far, the evidence seems to suggest otherwise. That's just something you have to deal with, unfortunately. So I went on Reddit and I found that this is a very common problem. Okay, here are some of the Reddit posts that I found. Guys, why did I get banned from Tinder? There's literally no reason I can think of. No new, no horrible messages. They've all been PG. You've been banned. Yeah, I've seen this before. Pic 3 had an image of a pear in the background. Pears are no longer allowed on Tinder for obvious reasons. Someone probably fake reported you. If you want to unmatch someone, it gives you the option to report. I've had this before too. Don't forget, people can report you for literally no reason at all. Contacting support and they said they have no way of reversing it. That's such BS for them to claim that we made this app but we can't do anything about the app that we made. Did you reject someone? Yes, many people. Well, then you likely got reported by one of them. People don't like being rejected, and some are childish as hell about it and report you because it makes them feel better, apparently. I had the same problem. I randomly got banned today and got really sad when I saw that apparently there are no experiences of people being unbanned, and plenty of people being banned and never finding out why. I had 5 or more ongoing conversations, and I was really looking forward to continuing. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That really sucks. Now, the only way to submit a support is to go here, help.tinder.com, and then you go to trouble with account login, and then can't log in, my account was banned. I read the terms of use and the community guidelines. You put your email, your phone, and you have a description and an attachment. And that's the form that I used to start that email conversation with their support team, who so far have not been helpful. Tinder is notorious for being a brick wall if they ban you. They will never reverse it. The best you'll get is a message telling you to kindly F off.
What the hell?
The only options are other apps or jumping through a lot of hoops to make it so that Tinder doesn't know you're you when creating a new account, IP, phone number, etc. And then this guy said, I got my ban reversed by emailing again and again. Yeah, I've seen many messages like this actually, until I got a helpful reply. It was very soon after I joined. I had one match I was chatting with and had not violated the terms. It took about 3 weeks of sending emails every day. help@gotinder.com. Better advice, get off Tinder. It's not worth this. You can say something that rubs the other person the wrong way and you're gonna get banned for no reason. Tinder support doesn't give a F. If you want a new Tinder, you need a new phone, new email, new number. I got banned ages ago and I don't know why, but do not use any of your old details if you make a new account. Has anyone ever got banned from Tinder for no reason? Yeah. I tried logging in and I found out I've been banned. This happens because someone reported you. They didn't like your profile, so when they complain, it's them versus you. I've heard some people sign up again using a different email. I got banned quite soon after I signed up. I was very upset when they said I had violated the terms of service or community guidelines, as I had read them thoroughly and was sure I had done nothing wrong. I had barely used the app and had just gone through the verification process. So I texted the number for support repeatedly. I didn't know there was a number for support. You could request details on my violation and adamantly insisted it was a mistake. Eventually, I got someone who said they'd investigate and I was reinstated. Okay, so it looks like this guy was persistent and he actually got someone to reverse the ban. help@gotinder.com. I was banned from Tinder yesterday after a dude asked me how much to have you all day and I said I wouldn't see him. And they got this message right here, which is very similar to the one I got. You didn't get banned from him reporting you, you got banned because the last 20 guys reported you and his was the last one that gave you enough to get a ban. Interesting. That would support the shadow ban theory. Nothing you can do but move on. No one gets unbanned from Tinder. Your only option is to open a new phone line and use another phone to create an account. Oh, this guy said, I got unbanned multiple times. Just contact Tinder. If you really didn't do anything wrong, you will be unbanned. You must reset your device after unban or create a new account if you try to log in. Sign up without resetting your device, your unbanned account and new account will be banned again. Take it as a compliment. You are so attractive that just saying no is enough to make them so butthurt they will throw a tantrum and rage tattle on you. This guy says, just contact Tinder team. And then this girl says, unfortunately, they are done contacting me. They let me know I broke guidelines and that I would not be able to use my phone number or email to sign up for Tinder. Unfairly banned from Tinder, they don't offer appeals, I need it back. This guy says, I've been banned from Tinder suddenly after using it for 5 years without incident. As a gay man, Tinder is important to me due to the limited selection of where I live and in general. It concerns me that someone can report my account for any reason and it gets banned, and I want to fight this. I've gotten nowhere so far. But this is really a smack in the face and I generally feel like my rights have been infringed upon here. Yeah, it feels unfair, but unfortunately they're an independent company and so they have a right to write the terms of service how they want. Can they really do this? They really can. You have no inherent legal right to use their service. Yeah, that is true. My account has been banned from Tinder and I don't know why. As I mentioned above, I found myself with the account banned and I do not know why. I am in the UK for a while. I live in Romania and I came to visit my sister. The account was made this morning with the thought of meeting girls from around the area while I was visiting the city. I just post some normal pictures of myself and nothing else. Someone else has been in this situation before. Yes, probably because you've been traveling. Same bro, I can't even use my phone number for it anymore. At least they could explain to us what happened, why this happened. Yes. I also got banned 2 years ago, but went to make an account with a different email and used the same phone number and it worked for some reason. Could you try that and see if it works? thanks for the advice, I'll try it. Did it end up working? And then this guy said, to my surprise, the mentioned method worked. So then I looked at the community guidelines. I'm like, okay, well, what exactly might be even close to violating one of the guidelines? So here are their guidelines. Number 1, sexual content and nudity. None of my pictures fit that criteria. Harassment. Do not send any, including unsolicited sexual content to your matches. Okay, reports of stalking, threats, bullying, intimidation. That doesn't apply to me. None of my messages are that. Violence and physical harm. Obviously, none of my messages are that. Hate speech. Again, none of my messages are that. The only time is when I'm not sure it's a real girl, I ask for a social media profile, but I never ever refer to gender or anything like that. I just say, you know, are you a real person? I just want to make sure. I never ever refer to anything other than that. Private information. Do not broadcast any private info. That includes social security number, passport, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, of course, none of the stuff. Spam. Do not be fake, be real instead. Don't use Tinder to drive people to external websites or links. Okay, I have people ask me, are you a dating coach? Are you here to find clients? In every one of those instances where the girl actually did her research, I always answered, no, I'm here for personal reasons, right? Because I'm looking for my next girlfriend. So I never ever get any clients. I don't even direct them to any external sites. I literally just tell them this is for personal use. So that would not apply. Promotional solicitation. No, none of that. Prostitution or trafficking. Well, obviously that's not the case. So no, none of that. Scamming. I'm not asking for financial information. Impersonation. It's really me. You must be 18 years or older. I am. Copyright and trademark infringement. All my pictures belong to me. Illegal usage. One person, one account. Third-party apps. Account dormancy. None of those things apply. The crazy thing about their TOS is that it says Tinder reserves a right to investigate and or terminate your account without a refund of any purchases if you have misused the service or behaved in a way that Tinder regards as inappropriate, unlawful, or in violation of the terms of use, including actions or communications that occur off the service but involve users you meet through the service, right? So this is a pretty broad power to just basically ban whoever they want. So I emailed them, I waited for a response, and then replies were not very helpful, right? They couldn't provide any information. We saw from the Reddit threads that maybe you can continually be consistent in reminding them, and some people have got their accounts unbanned, but to this date, I have not heard back, and they have not been helpful, as you can see from the emails. So overall, I would say the support team is not very helpful. It's pretty driven towards just getting you to monetize. So let me give you some tips I think that will help you avoid getting banned, okay? Because it seems like it can happen to anybody for any reason. Number 1, unmatch with someone who you're not really serious about, right? As guys, sometimes we'll swipe on the maybes just to see if they like us back. But if she likes me back and I look at her profile again, I'm not really that excited about them, I would say unmatch. If someone says hi, I always say hi back to increase the ELO score. You never know what they're thinking. They could just be angry. This guy thinks he's good looking. Look at his pictures. He looks so smug. I'm gonna report him, right? And then they report you, and then you get shadow banned, and then you get banned. Number 2, be careful of spiteful reports where the conversation is going south. So I said, take a screenshot, and it's better to unmatch so they can't report you. I kept all the conversations open, even though they didn't go anywhere. And I think some of those girls might have been spiteful and reported me. Be playful, but polite, right? Don't get angry or attack the other person. Just unmatch. Tip number 4, if you are not sure it's a girl profile, just unmatch if you have any doubts, because my instincts tell me that for my profile, it's either people thought it was a fake profile because I don't look like the normal guy here, or it was one of these matches that perhaps reported me. Another tip I have for you is that if you feel like you're being shadow banned, right? And the way you know if you're shadow banned is if you're getting more matches on all the other apps, but you're swiping every day, then perhaps you want to deactivate your account and reactivate it in a few weeks, or better yet, delete your account. Because once you delete your account, you can recreate it again, and then the shadow ban goes away. I think what happens, I'm not 100% sure, but I think what happens is one report gets you shadow banned, and then another report, they ban you completely. So if you're not getting matches, nothing's happening on your Tinder, then perhaps you've been shadow banned, and in that case, you may want to just delete your profile and create a new one. That way they can't ban you. Okay, so I'm probably not going to create a new Tinder profile, but I actually did some research on how to get unbanned. And if you want my video on how to get unbanned on Tinder, watch this video right here on how to get unbanned.